Purge is now on its 5th entry in the film franchise, and while this is being hailed as the final Purge film, it might sadly be the most forgettable one yet. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today I'm going to be discussing the Forever Purge. Now, all the rules are broken in this world. Outlaws decide that the annual Purge does not stop at daybreak and instead should truly just never end. When it comes down to the Purge franchise, I'm a pretty big fan of them. I kind of like the first one. The second one was a big game changer. The third one was a little bit disappointing, but still had some good vibes to it. And the prequel, or may you say the fourth one, I thought was pretty entertaining. So coming out and saying that this is going to probably be the final Purge film, you know, I still don't believe him. If this one makes money, we'll probably get another one. But watching this one, you know, the 5th, I was excited. I liked the trailers. I liked the concept. I think this could have been a non-stop thriller ride. And just like I said in my intro, this kind of ended up becoming one of the most forgettable ones in the franchise so far. And before we get any further into this review though, guys, if you guys are new here and you guys love talking movies on a daily basis, this is seriously the channel for you guys. So make sure to go and hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep talking movies over here on a daily basis, as well as comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. What is your favorite Purge film so far? Mine still remains the second one, and I'm sure that'll be the same for many of you. Like I said, the Forever Purge is a pretty forgettable movie in this installment, and just in general overall. That doesn't mean that it's a terrible made movie. I still think there are some good aspects to it, and what I will say is actually the direction here and some of the cinematography shots and just some of the set designs that they decided to do with a lot of the action scenes, I thought were actually pretty well done. One in particular shot that very much is a one-take shot. I don't know if they did it like that or they edited it like that, but I sat there and I was pretty on the edge of my seat, and in every single action set piece, I still sat there on the edge of my seat going about who might die and who might live. And I really dug that. Some of the ones in the earlier parts of the film are a little bit better than, of course, the back half. Everything in there really much set aside some good action shots that I was quite surprised by. And the performances from Ana de la and, of course, Tanacha Hirata as the first two main leads in here are honestly really great. You know, ever since they kind of changed the vibe of this in the second one where they went more towards action, that has kind of been what this mainstay of the franchise has been. And again, in this film particularly, again, filmed pretty good. Where it comes down to a lot of my issues with this movie is, while again that whole aspect was entertaining, it still became forgettable because of everything else surrounding it. Whether it's the story of this young Hispanic couple who has come from Mexico, now in America, and now they're trying to sneak back into Mexico because of the Purge just continuing. This is a really intriguing idea. Now, of course, this franchise is very much leaned more on the political stuff in the later installments, trying to escape what is going on in the real world. This one very much is the most heavy-hitting of it all. And it does bring up some necessary topics that a lot of us should talk about, because there is a lot of racism in our world. But the thing with this movie is I just felt like they went overblown on it, and it very much just took it to that extreme, and it kind of made our world just more like a parody. And maybe that was the point of it all, but it didn't feel like a Purge film. This very much felt like a fan was making a Purge film, and that is what he developed here. You know, again, the action's great, but when it comes down to a story and even characters, you can't really latch on to any of them. While, yes, they're likable for certain instances, you just sit there going, all right, I know who's going to live. I know who's probably going to die. And it just never has those stakes that you want it to have. When it comes down to the Purge films, one of the things that I really look forward to is, of course, the killers, the obstacles, and those different designs that they must go against. And just looking at the damn poster, I was like thinking, we're gonna get some wild shit in here. And we really didn't. We only got maybe a couple cool little things in here. Besides that, if you took out the Purge name and you literally ripped out the reference of the Purge, it just really much feels like people shooting at each other, and it kind of just feels disappointing in that aspect. That's one of the big things that I go to a Purge film, and this one just ended up feeling cheap in that department. I went into this again pretty excited. I like the concept. I've enjoyed most of these films, and I was looking forward to what they could bring next. And as just like a fun little action thriller, sure, you'll have fun, but I can definitely think of other things to do, and that would definitely be more fun than this. Forever Purge is not a terrible made movie. Like I said, a lot of the action set pieces and even some of the cinematography and the direction in those moments are actually very well developed, and I was pretty shocked. In fact, some of it might even have some of the best action set pieces yet inside the entire franchise. But when it comes down to the concept of the Purge, and in general the characters, the story, and what it's trying to access and really much dive into, it doesn't capture the same essence that any of the other Purge films have ever done. And by the end of the film, I just sat there going, I don't think I'll ever watch that one again. And it sucks to be saying that because, again, I own every single Purge movie and I've enjoyed almost all of them for the most part, but there really was nothing really remarkable, very much memorable inside this. And again, it sucks sitting here saying that because I wanted to be the one saying, hey, you gotta go see the Purge film. But I think, you know, if this franchise hasn't won you over yet, this one's definitely not going to. And if you're a Purge fanatic and maybe you catch this on a matinee, or in general you just go watch it, you'll probably like it watching it, but when you get home, you'll definitely completely forget about it. So with all that said, I'm going to give the Forever Purge a C-. Let me know down below, guys, what your guys' thoughts are on this one. Maybe I'm the opposite. Maybe you guys completely enjoyed this one. Who knows? I really went into this one pretty excited, but it sucks how forgettable this movie truly was. I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts, guys, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below, head on over to Sandwich on Films on how to see films early. Of course, just a big thank you to you, and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I would not be able to do this. So, of course, until next time, stay classy.